Today in the building we have Tony Fred, and he has a lot to share with us. More specifically, he's going to tell us exactly what he's going to talk about, and it's a very nice day that we met again still in this video podcast. Tony Fred, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Good.
Thanks so much, Thomas.
You know how amazing you are and how I like you. Every time I meet you, I get moved a little far, and
Thank you.
I'm always captivated by what you do and what you say. So, in this regard, today I wanted to share with our audience the wisdom that you have for us.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks so much. It's a pleasure. Thank you so much. I am privileged again to be here. Thomas, I'm blessed for you to have me as a person that would like to share this experience. My name is Tony Fred. There are key things that in life we need to treasure and we need to follow. One thing that as we grow into career, we need to see who is your model. And for that reason, today I want to talk about mentorship. Mentorship is one of the aspects in career development where you identify someone of your like, of your career, that you really want to prepare that person, not only for that specific job, but also for career in life. And before you identify someone to mentor, it is really very important for you to be very critical. As you identify, you need to know who is this kind of person. How can this person respond when I give the person opportunity to be under the leadership? Because mentorship generally is about sitting under somebody to learn. I like that aspect of Jesus. Jesus in his ministry, he had a large crowd, so many crowd. But even in the large crowd, he identified the 72. 72 who are people who are like closer to him in that aspect. And then from the 72, Jesus brought it to 12. But even in the 12, he again picked the 3. And in the 3, he picked now 1, who was Simon Peter, who was very close to him. I like the way Jesus asked Simon, which Simon feel like he was offended. When Jesus asked Simon that, Simon Peter, do you really love me? He said, yes, Lord. I know I love you. And Jesus again repeated, but Simon, do you really love me? He again said, yes, Lord, I know I love you. And then for the 3rd time, Jesus again asked him, and the guy said, but Lord, you know all about me. So that was Jesus now trying to commission him because he has studied him. He stayed with him for good time. Among the many, he picked 1. And so it is very critical for us as we work with people in this life. You don't have to work and bury your talent. You have to, in the crowd, you have to identify. And even in the many, you can now pick 1 person that you really love to mentor. And so friends, just like I gave the model of Jesus, in whichever career that God has put you, one key thing that I would like us to focus on in mentorship, you are supposed to be somebody who is open-hearted. Now, the moment you become reserved, you will even fail to identify whom should I mentor. But if you are open-hearted, you will try to identify among the team that I'm serving with, among the people that I am working with, who is this one who can easily pick up. But even then, there are some people whom you might think this one cannot catch up very fast. Please, it is always very important to give opportunity to someone. Try to identify even those ones who feel like they are reserved. There are some people they don't open up so easily. And even when they don't open up, try to trigger them so that you can see how you can mentor them. One key thing that I have learned that is when you identify a talent in somebody, don't just keep quiet in it. Trigger that person. When you trigger the person will be in position to come now closer to you. And so those are the basis of of mentorship. And in the mentorship, delegation will always be key. And so back to my supervisor, I obediently follow. There were aspects of computer which I was struggling with. He would say, okay, come, I want to show you something. I would go and I would learn. I would go and learn. Now, it was very surprisingly for me when opportunity came for him to go back to their country. He just said, Tony, you have been serving faithfully. And I've already recommended you to the director for you to work as the manager. I just lost word. I knew something was behind this kind of pestering me with work, which personally, at the beginning, I felt it was the Lord. But now it turned around to be a different thing. And so, friends, as you sit under the mentor, you should rule out the aspect of, oh, I am being loaded with work. Please do not let that spirit of saying this one is using me. I've served many people. Some people said, I think these people are just using me. Friends, there is nothing like someone is using me. Somebody is giving you opportunity to build you. Not even maybe in the work you are serving at that moment. But it could be another opportunity that when opportunity comes somewhere, you will really be in position to be elevated to the next level. So that was really a privilege for me. So one key thing for the mentor and then for the mentee. The mentor should be very positive. Don't just look for people who are willingly coming, but also look for those ones who are reserved. And then to the mentee, please do not feel like somebody is overloading you. You don't know what God is doing. Sometimes when God wants to lift you to another level, you may not understand because God works in a mysterious way. So friends, those two are very critical. Now, when you are now accepted to sit under the mentorship, you are supposed to now be very close to your mentor. Be very close, because there are certain things that you will not be told, but you will see. You will see from your mentor. And as the mentor does those kind of work, you will be learning certain things even without being told. And now when opportunity comes for you to be given to perform a task, one, don't do it to please your supervisor or your mentor. Many times people want to do work to please, but pleasing will make you not concentrate and internalize whatever you are doing. So it is very critical for you to willingly and positively accept that this is the opportunity that I have been given to serve, not only serving human being, but also serving God. And then the other aspect that I really want to talk about in the mentorship, the mentor will not be there at some point. Are you going to sit and relax because now your mentor is not there, so you're not going to perform, or you're not even going to exploit? So it is very critical that when your mentor is not there, you are supposed to even go beyond. At some point you have to even go beyond, so that when he comes back for the feedback, you will be in position to say, yes, well done, good and faithful servant. This takes me to the story which is in the Bible. You know, I like Bible exposition. The story of the three servants who were given talents. They were given talents, and each one of them, the Bible says, that was given according to his ability. The one who was given 5 went and invested in the 5 and raised more 5. And the one who was given 2 went and also invested in more, and he also got. But the one who was given 1, instead of saying, I was given 1, let me work hard, his, first of all, his attitude was not positive. And then he now realized that this was a burden. Why do you give me 1 when you have given others many? He went ahead and buried the talent. Friends, it is not good to bury your talents. That is now where the aspect of mentorship comes in. When somebody identifies your talent, he will be in position to come and build on that, because they cannot build from somewhere. I can see someone and say, oh wow, this person is very good in music. But then maybe there are certain few aspects which the person is missing. That's now when the aspect of mentorship comes in. And then the person will be built and lifted to a higher level. So it is very critical that you use your talent and your ability well, so that when somebody sees that aspect of mentorship in you, you will be in position to be lifted. So friends, it is a privilege that we build people. It is a privilege that we develop others. I started my career, just like I was telling you, as an officer at a very humble position. But because I would not sit, I would move and try to do certain things. I would even do things that I'm not told to do. That made my mentor to identify me. And it brought me to the level of a manager and a senior manager, which is a privilege. So it is my encouragement to the young men and young women outside there that you need to identify somebody as a mentor in career life, even in the aspect of relationship, in marriage. You see, the youth of these days are struggling because they have not got a role model. Who is your model in your marriage? Who is your model in your career, in work? So in every aspect of your life, you need to identify a model, whom that model, when he sees you, will now come and build you. And so let us be encouraged. If you're out there, you have not identified your model, who can be your mentor, please do that, so that you are built. Remember, Jesus knew his time was short on earth. And friends, let me assure us that in this life that we are living, time is very limited. Time is very short. And so we have to do everything possible within our time. We have to redeem the time, because time is a very limited resource. So in that position, in that career that God has put you in, try to identify somebody, because you don't know whether you will be there for 2-3 years. The moment you know that you are there for a short while, you will build somebody, you will mentor somebody, and that person can be the perfect replacement when you leave. In marriage, you will have set fire. Like if you have mentored somebody into a marriage and the person is built, you will see that that person now will be another model for the next who will be coming. So I want to encourage us that, friends, let us try to build models. Let us build people. Let us try to be good mentors. And you as the mentor, try to have positive attitude. Try to make yourself be a letter. Don't speak about yourself, but let people see you as a letter which can be read, a positive letter that can be read, so that you can be of great help to the people. And so it's a privilege this evening for me to share in that aspect. How I pray that this message touch somebody who is outside there. And may this be a blessing to you and to everybody who is listening. May the good Lord bless you as you carry on with this. Thank you so much.